person who beats a transgender person is never.
He never touched you.
He beat me.
He never touched you.
In 5 years, he's never touched me.
He never beat you.
Yes,
you got up in his face.
Dad, wait, so...
No,
you got up in his face.
let's stop this right now.
Did he beat me at any point in time?
I don't know.
How do you not know?
I don't
That's
know.
an insult to me if you
Well,
don't.
it's
You're
an
faking
insult
yourself.
to me
You are an
that
insult
the people
to God.
in this house
You are an
have
insult.
no respect
No, I
and
didn't.
live here.
I was in the
on
hospital.
ours.
I was in the ER, and you're telling me I did not get... Did I get beat or not?
And what did the police say?
What are you talking about? They weren't present during the beating.
No, they weren't.
I just said they weren't. What is wrong with you people? Can you not have a rational conversation or like debate or
Earl,
dispute?
you want to do some work?
No, Mom. I want to understand why it's okay for you to tell me that it's my fault for getting beat when I'm in a dress 3 times.
Goodness! Look at that dress on that little boy.
Oh, it's gonna be shit.
You're supposed to be the mother. Now, we were having a good conversation, and you came here and you started this. Now,
By telling him that he didn't clean the bathroom.
This has to do with me getting beat down in front of you 3 times in the past 5 years. And a week ago, I was almost beat down again in front of your daughter, your other daughter.
I only have
All
one
3.
daughter.
You have $2. I am
No,
one of
I
them.
do
I am
not.
transgender, and you're not going to honor it.
Bullshit.
I am transgender, Mom.
No,
if I have surgery at some point in my life,
Oh,
what am I
they don't do that anymore.
They don't?
already said. The Cleveland Clinic came out and said,
Mom,
no
breasts
such
are surgery.
thing. They don't do it
Surgery
because
of breasts?
it's a psychological problem.
No one in their
That's
right
what
mind
the
says that.
clinics
Mom,
ask them.
a psychological problem is your older son having acute
Ask
mania,
the Cleveland
which is
Clinic.
bipolar disorder,
They already-
and beating me fists to
He
my
did
face.
not
He did it
beat
3
you.
times right
He
in front
never
of me.
beat you.
What is wrong with you?
You'd be dead if he did.
Yeah, I should be because he's over twice my size and a fucking bodybuilder. He should not be hitting someone in makeup and drugs.
Never hit you.
He kept doing it right in front of you. I was on the staircase. Dad was pulling him off of me. I went to the hospital because the two of their asses are
for
so...
your little toe.
Who cares about what body part, Mom? I was in the hospital. It's traumatizing. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you're traumatized.
I'm traumatized right
Wear
now.
that outfit.
This outfit is a dress,
It's
Mom.
a masquerade party.
Mom, it's called
It's a
genderqueer.
masquerade.
Mom, you are...
Masquerade, Earl. Why don't you pray about it, Earl?
I have to pray for you often, Mom.
Good. Keep it up. Maybe it'll affect you.
I have to pray for you because I believe Aunt Nita's spirit watches over you guys. I have to pray because you are rotten towards your own children. No, in fact, you're not that rotten towards the other ones. You're only rotten toward the only one who's decent.
Here.
What is wrong? What would Aunt Nita think about this? Exactly. You are a little brat in a 70-year-old body, and you should be ashamed of yourself, and I know Aunt Nita would say the same thing. There's something really wrong with the whole lot of you. You should be ashamed. You brought up people to be good Christians. You're not an example of good Christianity at all. I don't care. There's something really wrong with people who condone violence repeatedly by a man that much larger than me. And then you gotta act? What is it, like you gotta act like it didn't happen? It kept happening.
do you really want to know what I saw
What?
on that day?
Which day? Which day? There were so many of them.
Okay.
The man has meltdowns regularly, weekly, sometimes daily. Do you not even acknowledge that? I have it on video.
You want to stop talking?
No, it's not easy, Dad. It's not
I know
easy.
it's
You
not
have to be
easy.
more
You
respectful to me.
can't stop
But,
talking.
Dad, you have to be more respectful to
You
expect
have
people.
to be talking over everybody.
Dad, you do that all the time. You and Mom have extreme temper tantrums, and you're childish people, and I'm getting beat down by your son regularly. I mean, it's not regular, but I have to avoid him in order to not get beat down regularly. That's a problem. And it's a problem when she brings up anything and turns it into a big fight because she has the exact same problems that he has. You're both douchebags, Mom. You and your son are douchebags.
Why are you living with me?
I have to. I have psoriasis all over my body.
my goodness.
Your
My
sister had
goodness.
psoriasis. I have psoriasis. Be respectful about
She
that.
at least didn't act like you.
No, Mom, she had some temper issues. I'm not going to deny that. You're just being rude to me in general. Like, what is wrong with you people? Frankly, you should be sitting there thinking a lot more than that. Because that's very rude. To anyone. And it doesn't matter who. Anyone. But the fact is, you have a transphobic son who beats me.
Yeah.
Do you know what transphobia is?
Yeah, it's like what you're doing to me and
Yes, because I'm so uncomfortable with something about you, Dad. I'm not uncomfortable about anything about you. You are uncomfortable about a lot of things about me. There's nothing that you should be uncomfortable about. I'm not violent.
I'm uncomfortable that I can't get to
You
speak.
should be a little bit uncomfortable that someone someone confronting you. But that's what happens to me all the time in this house. That happens all the time.
Our conversation is one way, and you're the one.
Dad, your conversations that you like to call them are just shouting at people. That's what the problem is that
Wait
it's
a
come.
minute, I thought it was you that was shouting.
Dad, I'm talking to you as a decent human being, and you have a long history of harassing me. You have beaten me before.
I'm your father.
Oh yeah, so it makes it okay? I was an adult, Dad. I was an adult when you beat me. I was in the car when you beat me. And you're just gonna chuckle it off. But someone who did that to you, it's a severe issue. It's a hypocritical problem in you that you're passed down to your older son. He beats me. He's a childish man. He has acute mania or something along those lines where he has extreme episodes of violent aggression over any little thing that pisses him off. And that's everything because he's a Donald Trump supporter and they're crazy assholes. Those are white supremacist assholes who beat people. Racist, transphobic, homophobic, misogynistic, you name it. He goes down the line. He's every one of them. You turn on a football game, it's loud and clear what Trump's problems are. Racism, homophobia, misogyny, everything's Barack Obama's fault. Guess what? Mom approves of him. Guess what? Mom disapproves of me. See the dysfunction there? That's dysfunction. You guys have issues.
This is the dress they're talking about. That's so offensive. I was just... This dress. 7.
Earl's eavesdropping continued on as usual, recording from the stairs and occasionally going to the bathroom to record his monologues. In these monologues, he would go through all the stereotypical leftist cliches while claiming his older brother beats him.
My older brother is down there shouting maliciously at the TV about Donald Trump, or it's about Barack Obama and gun control. My brother beats me in this house in front of our parents, my sister and her husband who live across the street know about it. The reason I'm not out of here is because I work for my parents and I don't make enough money to get out of here. And my entire body bleeds from the psoriasis from stress. He almost beat me on my birthday, or it was the day after my birthday. This year, like a month ago. He almost beat me again. He chased me down in this house. He would have beaten me if I didn't lock myself in this room, so. I have to avoid him because he's very dangerous and violent. If he sees I'm filming him, he'll beat me. He'll beat me down if he sees that he's on film or he's on video or whatever. This is just frustrating. And I have psoriasis and it's making my psoriasis itch so badly from being nervous around him. He beats me and my psoriasis bleeds from stress. It's awful. I just keep getting footage of my older brother shouting downstairs really terrible things. I don't know what he's even talking about. Something about... well, I don't even know. I'm just tired and I'm getting footage. Every time I hear him having outbursts downstairs. Since it's not very easy for me to get on camera when he's beating me. I almost got it on camera last time. Well, he didn't end up beating me because I had it on camera. So that's why. But he chased me down last month. Chased me all through that house in front of our parents and our sister, who's older than me, younger than him. That's pathetic. I don't even know why I'm getting these videos anymore. I'm just tired of the bullshit. I suppose it's just ridiculous to be living through this. So that was my mom and my older brother shouting at each other. This is the day of my sister's birthday, or I guess her birthday's this weekend, and I think we're supposed to go out to eat today very soon, and they just got done shouting at each other, and my brother talking really down to mom like he has been for the past 5 years while he's beating me down in front of her, physically beating me down in front of her. Both of them are transphobic and hate men in drag and makeup, and are okay with violence and condone violence and believe in physically hitting a man in drag, or anyone trans, really. Anyone who's trans, they hate for religious reasons, or just bigotry reasons in general. Conceitedness, stubbornness, old ways mentality, faith in their ego and pride over anything else. So that was today's video journal entry about the violence in this house for the past 5 years.
On May 1st, 2018, another argument between Earl's brother and father was uploaded, except this time, Earl went downstairs to intervene. Personally, I think he just wanted to insert himself into the situation.
Don't start the fast!
You're right. Hey, because you're a piece of shit that has psychological issues. Tell me. I want to hear it, buddy. Come on, keep threatening me. Threaten me and your parents. Keep threatening me. Keep dressing like a girl. Yeah. No, wait. He's threatening everybody's life. He hates people. He's psychotic.
This is 5 years of it.
Have
Getting beat down by this man.
beat Earl. The police came and arrested you. The police came.
Your finger, your hand just hit my camera, and I'm threatening you.
Earl, you are autistic. And we understand that.
No,
You are
I am not-
autistic.
Wait, artistic?
You're dressed
or-
like a girl and you're a boy. You're autistic. I get that. I understand that you have psychological issues. You went to...
You did this to yourselves.
You went to...
Letting him live here was the worst mistake of your life. Did you realize that?
You went to a psychologist.
No one in your family
They kicked you out,
can
Earl.
stand to be around you.
Addie won't let you live there because of how terribly you treat her.
I'm tagging
and her
Cheryl
children.
Pockway in this room, though.
What?
Cheryl Pockway will take your ass to court for that.
To what?
For the past 5 years,
Ask that. Tag Addie.
being around her
Tag
grandchildren.
Addie. Tag Addie and say, Addie.
Okay,
Do you
requested
want
by
me to come
Sherman.
over?
This is just
Do you want me to
requested
come
by you.
over?
Hey, you dumbass kids! Do you know that your mother has to go to work tomorrow? You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself!
No, I just said
The only reason I came down here is because he's yelling at you.
care about is yourself!
The only reason
You need to all get a life!
I spent entire
You! Yes,
I
you!
spent last weekend changing the hot water heater. What was he doing?
Yeah, I was
Sitting
really
in the room
able to
saying,
help.
I'm psychotic. I want to be a girl because I don't understand my life. I get it. But I'm just tired of getting yelled at because he has psychological issues.
He didn't do it!
He's
You
autistic.
stole the damn car!
Thank you. Finally something.
Shut up!
What is this? What is this Hail Hitler bullshit? No. You men have issues about beating women down, including me.
Earl, you are the only one who's ever beat somebody in this house. You, the police came.
Sherman,
The police
that
came
is the most
because of you.
bold-faced Donald Trump lie I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, you
Mike
beat
Pence
people.
supporter. I've never beat anyone. Standing in this room, I have never laid a hand on anybody who wasn't
The
hitting
police
me.
came because you beat somebody.
No, that's because my foot was broken while the two of you were wrestling me.
Disrespectful. You guys need to get a life somewhere.
The only reason I'm here is because I have business. I'm getting out of here in the next couple months. You won't have to deal with me anymore, but I don't know how you're going to get him out of this house. He won't do anything. He's a bull.
That's right.
Yeah, you're the bull. You're the bull. And a bully.
Replacing hot water.
Oh, you're...
Where were you at? You were in your room.
Bleeding. I was bleeding.
Be quiet.
They're not gonna get quiet, Mom. They're crazy. I mean, Dad's alright. Sherman's nuts. But Dad brought him up that way.
What?
What's wrong with you people? You can't let violence happen. You can't let outbursts happen for 5 years straight. This is ridiculous. I didn't ask for this time. The only reason I even went downstairs was because Dad was getting his ass yelled out by a man who's gonna be 40 years old in like 3 weeks. That's pathetic. And I'm out of here as soon as I can afford it, but I can barely afford it because you guys don't pay me enough to do the things that I do with arthritis in my hands and feet from the psoriasis that I've genetically passed out. This is ridiculous. Having to be around these meltdowns is the most toxic thing I could be around. Oh wait, he's still talking.
I feel it's important to note here, Earl is 32, and this is his older brother. There is no excuse for Sherman to still be living there at this age either. I'm not saying Earl isn't in the wrong most of the time, but every party involved here is deserving of some blame.
As you can see, I'm dressed to go out tonight to the bar. Which now it's obviously too late anyway because it's like almost 2 in the morning anyway. It's almost closing time. We sat and waited for an hour for that crazy asshole who's over twice my size and a former bodybuilder who beats me anytime he's upset at anybody in this house. If I'm in the room, he beats me down in front of me. He has misogynist issues. He's a misogynist, he's a transphobe, he's a homophobe. I mean, anytime the news is on, he's ranting about black people or something because he's watching something about Donald Trump, or he's watching the football game, and you know all the black football players are the legion of Barack Obama or something. And he does this every week or every day, depending on how much of a bad mood he's in. And it's all about him having nothing for himself in life or something. It's something terrible. He's been alone, living in this house. He's been living in this house with nothing, no one in his life. It's awful. Yeah, my mouth is dry from all this shouting, so I'm done talking about this. This is sad. That's my older brother who beats me in this house. He's been living here the past 5 years, beating me down. They're all celebrating his birthday out there right now. This is like a week late, because his birthday was a week ago. My sister and her husband are out there with their children, who they allow him to babysit, despite the fact that he beats me. He's over twice my size, and he's 6 foot tall. He's a skinhead or something. He's like a military nut job, Trump supporter. He loves Donald Trump, and he loves Mike Pence. And he hates that I wear dresses, and he beats me down for being trans, for, you know, what he thinks needs to be fixed in society. And he's an arrogant snob who beats me, and they all love him, and they all condescend towards me and rant angrily at me when I talk back at him in their presence. They all disagree with me, and they all love him, and that's awful, because I'm getting beat down by that man right in front of them every time that he beats me. He's a pig, and I hate him. Fuck that guy. All of you are transphobic, religious bigots, snobs, haters, enablers of violence, conceited people, disrespectful to a trans person who's getting beat down repeatedly over and over again 5 years straight in this house. Over and over again, while psoriasis is all over my body, bleeding, it's stress bleeds. I'm the only one in the family with this genetic anomaly. It's a genetic condition that you don't understand because you don't have it. I'm gonna put you on the freaking gutter about this because this is awful. You guys are all terrible to me. If you're watching this, that's awful of you. Awful. Absolutely awful of all of you. Wait, what am I doing? I need to turn this camera around. Awful. Absolutely awful. absolutely awful of all of you if you're watching this. It's absolutely awful of you. The lowest point of your lives. Letting that happen over and over and over and over again, causing trauma to me, waking up from nightmares from it because I have post-trauma stress disorder from it now. I have PTSD from it. That's what people have from war. They shouldn't be having that from living in their house around a bigot who uses his fist up against my face like that all the time. Fuck you if you think that's okay.
On July 15th, 2018, Earl uploaded a video titled, "I Get Beat, Stop Denying It," in all caps, where he appears to be extremely intoxicated and slurring his speech.
Okay, so you just heard my older brother going off at a computer screen downstairs, just in his room. He just walked downstairs. This is the man I live in the same house as. He fucking beats me. It's fucking horrible. This is not acceptable behavior. He has been beating me down repeatedly since forever ago. It's been 5 years of him beating me down in this house. I have psoriasis on my arms, which is not that visible right now because it's the middle of summer. It bleeds through the winter and it's caused by stress. It's horrible. I just came back from Rocky Horror Picture Show downtown. And my older brother beats me when he sees me dressed up unusual, which means that he doesn't like people in drag, doesn't like people who are cross-dressers or transvestites or trans. In a general sense, he does not like them and he beats them. And that includes me. He beats me and he puts me in the hospital, and the rest of my family are too religiously inclined to really consider support for me in this situation. They consider me the problem instead of him. I have never done anything to this man in my life. He just beats me. I'm the problem for all of them. And I'm putting this on video to talk about it. 5 years on of it happening. It's been 5 years of beatdowns. It's been 5 years of me talking about it. It's just difficult because I get beat down for that. And I'm done with bullshit. I am done with liars, and I'm done with fake people, and I'm done with hateful people. I'm definitely done with assholes, and that's the whole family. I'm done with all of you. That's why I talk about what's happening to me here. So you get to see the videos, and you get to deal with it if you're someone involved. That's how you deal with it. Saying the truth and stopping in denial. That's my older brother out there in the backyard working, supposedly, whatever that is that he's doing out there. He's never out there actually doing anything except for sitting on his ass on the porch doing literally nothing. He's out there right now being vaguely responsible at the age that he is. He's 40 years old and he beats me down. He's twice my size. He beats me down when I'm in drag. My family fucking allows this in the house. My sister lives across the street and allows this to go on, comes over and acts totally cool with him and has a fucking attitude problem with me when she comes over. Because I'm getting beat down. Not because of anything else. It's because I'm upset that I'm getting beat down by this man. And that I have psoriasis all over my body and it keeps me from having a regular life like any of these people have. They're awful. They're fucking terrible people. My older brother is listening to the theme song to the goddamn reality show Cops. He's listening to the theme song to it, Bad Boys, on repeat. He's been doing this years in a row. He's been doing this all the time. All the time. He moved home 5.5 years ago. He listens to this song so much, and he will not do anything with his life. He will just listen to this song on repeat, and then he'll go and complain about black people in the neighborhood in West Dayton. It's the ghetto. And he will complain about them to cops that he befriends, and then he my older brother is shouting like a crazy man at the TV downstairs. Both mom and dad have gone to bed. It's like 7 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not even dark out. And he's shouting like a maniac. This man beats me in this house. He beats me. He's a Christian conservative nut job.
So stupid! And that's my son! I hate to see him doing this.
Dad, you're the one who attacks people. You can't listen to other people's opinions. You have to
Their opinion just runs all over everybody! You got to stop it!
You're always right. You're
Yeah!
Oh, God.
Stop it.
Why are you? Yeah!
Stop. Stop.
Jeez.
I was up in the attic sorting out stuff, and I hear all the way up from the attic, I hear my older brother and my dad shouting so loudly from the living room, like all the way downstairs, and I'm way up in the attic, and I hear them like they're in the same room, like they're practically there. And it's like, wow. I thought they were like just down the stairs from the attic. No, they're all the way downstairs in the living room shouting, and I got the last 30 seconds of that argument, and it was going on for like minutes. And they are just yelling about how the other one is this awful person. Both of these men have beat me in this house in the past 5 years since my older brother moved home. They're both total bigots, and my mother is a total bigot. She's an absolute bigot. She doesn't physically beat me, but she is terrible. All of her words are scorn and hatred unless there's some benefit of something on her. Like, you know, for her benefit, she'll be nice. That's it. She's a pure narcissist, and I am sick of these people. Everything I spent in the month of November up to this weekend online, I'm counting that as birthday and Christmas money, because I need money. And all that, I'm counting it as birthday of this year and Christmas of this year. I'm not counting it as birthday in a month from now.
And so are you going to like clean the kitchen floor and stuff?
Oh yeah, I'll do my job. I'm just going to start getting paid for it as of this month. You guys get that?
So you're not going to buy anything else then?
If I do, there will be communication about it, so that'll be different. But everything I spent this past month should go to those. Is that a verbal agreement?
Yeah, you probably should tell Dad.
Well, I'm telling
Instead
you.
of just telling me, you should tell him because he's the one that looks at the credit card bill. It isn't him.
I think he was there during my birthday, so I think that counts.
Well, I mean, so much time what you're doing is what I'm saying.
I didn't hear you?
You should tell him what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm informing you, so it would be wise that you tell him.
well,
Because if
yeah,
I tell him, I might get beat.
You might get what?
Beat? He beat me a few weeks ago.
He beat you a few weeks ago?
Yes. sister is down there with her husband, picking up their kids, that my older brother, who beats me, is down there with our parents, who watch him beat me when I'm in a dress, when I'm in women's clothing. These people babysit her children and she knows it. She just keeps bringing her children here to be raised by transphobic bigots. And I'm taking this downstairs. It is sad because the only thing I could do as I was standing in the hallway where my sister and her husband, Rusty, standing there with her kids, all I could do was walk up the stairs because they won't speak to the trans person who's getting beat, but they speak to the man who beats me. Our older brother beats me, and he's over twice my size, and the only thing, there's no speaking terms with me because it's awkward for their marriage. It's awkward for their marriage. That's the only reason. These people are asinine, juvenile people. Childish, raising children. It's sad. And I'm angry. The only thing I could do was just angrily stomp up those stairs right in front of them. Because they don't have an ounce of maturity or accountability about violence that repeatedly happens in the house across the street from theirs. That they keep bringing their children here to be babysat and raised by these bigots. I've been getting beat down. How psoriasis spreads on my body. Psoriasis spreads on my body from this stress, from the stress of getting beat by these men. Both my brother and my father have beat me in this house. My older brother is so bad. My brother is so bad at the violence. And they don't care, and he never apologizes. He never apologizes. He's too macho. He's too in need of that macho ego to ever be a man. And so is Rusty. He's the same damn way. And I'm just glad I'm documenting all of this, because I'm done with assholes and bigots and terrible people. That's it.
On December 28th, 2018, Earl uploaded 3 more videos, the first 2 featuring arguments with his mother about Earl's transgenderism.
Around, you can see it, except you.
Okay, Mom. What you just said is ridiculous.
You have a problem.
Yeah, it's me who has a problem for getting beat down.
You have a problem, Earl. I don't know what happened to you, but you have a problem.
Explain it. Explain what you're saying.
You have a problem.
What is the problem?
You have a psychological problem.
Explain to me what my
I
psychological...
don't know, you're damaged, I guess.
I get beat down, therefore I'm damaged by a guy who beats women in dresses? Or trans women? Trans women, that's what I'm saying.
Earl, you are a man. I don't know what happened to you, but you're a man. Obviously, you were born a man.
Yes,
You're
I was
still
born
a man.
male.
You had a girlfriend not that many years ago.
Yeah, that was
that
9
you
years
were
ago, Mom.
Obviously in love with.
That has nothing to do with being
And all
trans.
of a sudden,
Mom,
you
it has
decide
nothing to
that
do
you're
with
not
it. Do
a man.
hermaphrodites exist?
You were a man?
Mom,
You're
do
still a man.
hermaphrodites exist?
What's-
Do women with penises exist?
God.
Do women with penises exist?
You are not a woman, I can tell you.
Are women with penises women? This is on video, so thank you for the footage.
What for? You took six.
Because you damage yourself while going on about...
Sick. I don't know. What happened to you, Earl?
I
You're
don't...
a handsome man, but I don't know why you want.
I'm an attractive woman.
You're a handsome man. There's nothing about feminine about you.
Oh,
A
okay.
dress can't make you feminine.
Well,
It
how
can't
feminine
do
of you
it.
to say that?
You just like
You talking like a redneck sure sounds feminine to me, Mom.
God, there's something so bad wrong with you. I don't know what.
You have a
happened.
6-foot-tall skinhead son who
You-
beats me down in front of you.
You are sick. I'm
putting this on
pray for
YouTube.
you that you get well. Correctly.
Does he need mental help for beating me down in front of you?
Does your older son...
Earl,
Do you evade the subject or do you have a simple answer? Because you just told me I need a psychiatrist for wearing dresses. You're putting yourself in a hole.
obviously you are sick. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know if it was at church or school.
Yeah, church made me a
But
woman in a man's body. That's what it is.
Obviously somebody's gotten into your head and told you that
You are an
something
asshole is
that
the
you're
problem.
not.
You are not tolerant. You are transphobic. You're a bigot. You're pretty racist, and that's why he's so racist. That's why he's so transphobic.
Do you think this conversation is going anywhere?
Yeah, it's going
Earl?
right on this, Mom.
Well, who cares? Because it
I think,
doesn't change
Cheryl
the
Pockley
way
will
you
care.
act and look.
I'm gonna tag Cheryl Pockley.
They already know what you're like. Whoever you're
Do they believe I have a
sending
problem?
that to, whoever you're giving it
Does
to,
Cheryl Pockley
they
believe I have a
know-
problem?
They know what you're like.
Does Cheryl Pockley...
They know that you're like this.
Like
they
what?
know that you have a problem. Everybody
Do you
does.
consider it a problem?
It's a problem.
How's it a problem?
Well, look at you. Look in the mirror. You have a problem.
What's the problem? Describe the problem.
Well, look, if you can't tell,
No, I'm asking a simple question so you can articulate it.
you're
I think I'm asking a very simple
you
articulated
have a
question.
problem. You think you're something you're not.
So you
You're
think that...
psychotic, I guess.
Okay, the person that gets beat down is psychotic, not the person doing the beating. He's not psychotic. You get real
Nobody
bad.
is beating you, Earl.
No, she
Nobody
beats me.
has.
Your son beats me.
So when did he do that?
He has
Earl?
done that multiple
A year,
times since
2 years
2013
ago?
when he moved in.
2 years ago? 3 years ago?
He
4
has been
years
beating.
ago?
A year ago, he nearly beat me down on the weekend of my birthday.
Right.
That is
you
on video
called the
as well.
police because you said
That time
he
I didn't even
broke
get to
your
the
little
police.
bitty toe.
Oh my God, you're talking about the second time you beat me down, not that time.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Exactly. You don't want to
gonna-
talk about it
It's
because
not going to change the
you
fact
have-
that you're weird. You're just plain
That's
weird.
a plain, simple description of what people...
You're weird. I can't change
You can't-
it.
you can't be
Only
normal.
God can get you right. Only God
Oh.
can fix you. That's
All right.
it.
I need money to go out tonight.
I don't have any money. You have to get it from Dad. I don't have any.
It's not clear to me exactly what happens in this video, as Earl decided not to actually film anything but blackness. What is clear, however, is that this video was filmed immediately before the previous two. In this video, Earl can be heard asking his parents for money, and over time, Earl's father gets increasingly more annoyed by his son's attitude and arrogance.
I wanted to go out tonight. I mentioned to Mom I needed money. She said she doesn't have any, but to ask you.
How much do you need?
I don't know. I worked this week, and I worked the week before.
Yeah, but you're way, way behind.
Mm.
That's why I got my canceled.
Oh, yeah, I know. I talked to Mom about it. I don't know if she talked to you about it, but that's all birthday and Christmas stuff between this month and last month.
Well, that's quite a Christmas
Yeah.
because it was like $3,000.
Yeah. That's 3,000. Yeah. It's maybe about 1/3 of what, or not even that. Probably 1/4 of what I invested all in all with my money this year. It's definitely the thing I should have been doing for a longer time than that.
Well, let's knock this out of the running on this.
Yeah, I know. Trying to have a good birthday this way. I think that's what I should have done before this birthday happened this year. So, I mean, I'm happy that I invested at least. There anyway, I'm not asking you to pay me $100
So how
tonight.
much do you think you could get by with?
I mean, honestly, tonight, like, if I have a $20 or $30, and I can use whatever of that tomorrow too, probably. Yeah, I know. Enough territory.
I mean, this is the worst time of year, right before we...
You get paid in a couple weeks. You guys get paid the week of my birthday, pretty good.
No, you don't. I mean, you don't get paid overtime, but it just, I mean, the check is gonna, I mean, it ain't enough to cover what you've been spending.
You get paid pretty good starting in January.
What's that?
You guys get paid pretty good in
Mid
January.
to late January,
That's my birthday
we get more money.
Yes, that's
You start catching up.
Yes, that's why
Yeah,
I
well, that
said-
ain't today.
That's why I said it's in a couple weeks.
Yeah, well,
I'm talking about
yes,
20 or
there was a
30
time when
dollars.
I had credit and I could just do this stuff, but now they're cutting down on me.
So I'm gonna get them done myself.
Well, just keep going and I'll see what I can do.
Huh?
You know, that's all I can
I mean, do you have 20 or 30 on you now?
say. Well, I got maybe 20 at the most. But that leaves me without any money, too.
No.
Just go ahead and get ready and I'll see what I can do.
Alright. Just for the record, though, the week that you guys got back from your vacation, while Sherman was having crazy tirades as usual, that was the week that...
I couldn't get what you were saying.
I was saying, just to say, I mean, the week you guys got back from your December vacation, whatever you want to call that, was the week I was starting to get paid again, even if I wasn't receiving the money. So the thing is, I'm actually being pretty nice because I didn't mention it until now. It's just been a couple weeks, so I'm pretty much like just saying what's right is if I start getting at least paid this week, since I'm mentioning it right now. That would be right.
Did Mom say if she could do it?
This was, an agreement was stated within 24 hours of you and her leaving.
What's that?
An agreement was stated within 24 hours of you and her leaving on vacation a few weeks ago.
That what would happen
Well, that this stuff, I've already paid it off. Is what I've paid off my.
No way.
I have paid off.
I've got the stuff.
I've paid off what it wasn't owed to me from Christmas and my birthdays. That's what that is, and that was officially agreed with me.
I'm gonna. I mean, the thing is,
It's on video.
I think what
It is on video.
I need
It
to
is
do
on
go
video.
back to being,
You're gonna go into philosophy, and that's fine, but I'm asking for $25, not even my full week pay right now. That's courteous. That, please. My birthday's in a couple weeks, and I want it to be better than this year.
I understand.
No, you don't.
You're on your Christmas and your birthday.
No, you know what? This is investment.
$3,000.
It's investment.
Who's getting $3,000 out of this?
Me.
Yeah, you.
I am investing in my future, Dad. It's a good choice. It's an
We're
intelligent.
trying to invest.
You
our
had your
future, but we
futures.
can't.
You have your
We
futures
to
with your
spend it on
spoiled
it.
ass older brother. Whatever that dude up there who you brought in this world so he would bully you and beat me, that was your
You're
future.
bullying.
No, I'm standing up to the bigots.
You're.
I have this.
God.
Dad, there's no argument.
Well,
I'm
there's
asking
no argument.
a quarter.
Just be quiet.
I'm asking for a quarter of what you owe me this week, and look at this quarter.
Oh my God! There ain't no way I.
This is all on video. Dad, do you realize the past 6 years have been hell? And don't just turn it into how it was hell for you. You've let him in that house. You have let him in that house.
60.
I don't want to hear 60. I said 6 years.
Did I
6
I
years.
mean, how old are you?
I can't have a conversation with a man who cannot listen.
Oh, listen to this.
Listen to this. You always love that mirror, you narcissistic douchebag. I'm asking kindly. This is kindness, not your narcissistic ego. It's on video still, Dad. The video is still on. I haven't turned it off. I haven't turned the video off. I haven't turned the video off yet. So at least have courtesy.
Let it go. I'm just gonna go for you. It's gonna go on you.
Oh, yeah, really? Okay. I'm so scared
Hey,
of
for
my
God's
words.
sake,
My words are really scaring me. Dad, listen to me. This is simple. I'm not getting into an argument here. All I'm saying is the agreement was weeks ago.
With
And
who?
listen, why do you do that thing where you
Because
don't
I have to know.
people doing it? You shouldn't do it. It's that simple. You don't like
I
someone
just want to
interrupting.
know what the subject is.
Dad, it's been talked about repeatedly in the past 5 minutes. Okay, listen to me.
Did you had agreement with Mom, right?
Yep, you
Okay.
guessed it, I guess.
Well, then go
Did you
talk
heard?
to Mom.
The only reason I'm down here is because she said that she doesn't have any money. Listen, okay. This is simple, Dad. There's really no need to be argumentative about this, and I'm trying to be calm about this.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my God, you're not the one getting your beat down ass
Yes, I
beat
am.
down more! Because that's what he fucking does! He fucking does it! He fucking does it! He fucking... This is what he does! Fuck people! He does it! Look at this! Look at this fucking shit! Your egotistical ass! Fuck you! Burn in hell where you belong! Guess who I had a dream about a few weeks ago? Your mom. She came to me. This fucking douchebag. That douchebag like your son.
What is wrong
I had
with
a
you?
dream about his mom recently.
And
It seemed ominous and significant to me. You know what he has to say about that? Fixed. There are things wrong with the men in this family. I'm glad
what's wrong with you?
No. I wear dresses and get beat down, and this conversation is being recorded. It's on record.
You have psychological problems.
What you're saying right now is going to be reviewed.
You have serious problems.
It's on video.
You obviously,
The man
everybody
beats you.
around can see it except you.
Okay, Mom. What you just said is ridiculous.
You have a problem.
Yeah, it's me who has a problem for getting beat down.
You have a problem, Earl. I don't know what happened to you, but you have a problem. I'm
Explain it. Explain what you're saying.
sorry. You have a problem.
What is the problem?
You have psychological problems.
Explain to me what my
I
psychological...
don't know. You're damaged, I guess.
Personally, I think there is a strong chance that Earl most likely struck first.
That's what I'm saying.
Earl, you are a man. I don't know what happened to you, but you're a man. Obviously, you were born a man.
Yes,
You're
I was
still
born
a man.
male.
You had a girlfriend not that many years ago.
Yeah, that was,
that you
9 years
were
ago, Mom.
Obviously in love with.
That has nothing to do with being
And all
trans.
of a sudden,
Mom,
you
it has
decide
nothing to do
that
with
you're
it.
not
Do
a man.
hermaphrodites exist?
You were a man.
Mom,
You
do
said
hermaphrodites
that.
exist?
As I said earlier, I think everybody involved in this is at least partially to blame. None of this should have happened, because Earl should have been kicked out years ago.